What's up, guys? It's Max here. Today I'm bringing back another rugby video. I know I haven't done Nerf for a while. I'm hoping to get a Nerf video in sometime soon, but I really hope you're enjoying my latest rugby videos, and hopefully you like this one. Alright, so if you remember my last video, I reviewed my Under Armour Highlight rugby boots. Those were actually really comfortable. They work really great for, since they're smaller stud, they work good for turf in my opinion, but they're not really meant for turf. And the boots, and I'm also going to be reviewing another pair of rugby boots, however, these are not meant for turf. Just like my Under Armour Highlights, those are soft ground boots. These will also be soft ground boots. So these would be perfect for like a pretty wet field. Alright, the boots that I'm going to be reviewing today are my ASICS Lethal Scrums. These actually made an appearance in my Under Armour Highlight rugby boots, so let's get into it. Alright, before I move into the technical stuff, let me just give you a quick review. This ASICS Lethal Scrum is pretty popular. The Lethal line of ASICS have been pretty popular lately. You've seen, if you're a rugby fan and you watch videos, if you watch some games from New Zealand, you'll know Brad Shields, who captained for the Hurricanes this year. He wore a pair of boots. Wear a pair of ASICS boots. He's also wearing them for the Wasps, which is the club team that he's now playing for the Premiership. And he's also going to be wearing a pair for England. Jordy Barrett, he's a back, so he doesn't really wear the Type 5 or loose forward boots like these are. He wears a pair of backs boots. Cody Taylor, the main hook for New Zealand, he wears a pair of ASICS Lethals for the Super Rugby tournament. So does Joe Moody, one of the props. But anyway, ASICS have been really popular lately, and I like them. I really like them. So, now, back to the overview. So, one quick thing to note is that since this is an 8-stud, if you're a rugby person, you might know that these would actually be really perfect for Type 5 players. And they are. I play hook, and that's in the Type 5. I wore these in the wet conditions for the past 2 years. They worked absolutely phenomenal. They're really, really comfortable. So they're actually really, really nice. But they're also really good for loose forwards. They're a really light boot. They're a pretty light boot, and they work good. One of my teammates actually wore a pair of these too. He wore them in the wetter conditions as well. So these have been pretty popular. All right, moving on from that, let's get to the technical stuff. For the upper material, it is a kangaroo leather, which is preferred to be the premium material for rugby boots. And they are really, really comfortable, and they're actually good. So if you get like a smaller boot, they'll be a little bit more snug. They'll actually stretch out, so they'll be a little bit more comfortable. However, don't get one that's close to your toe. Definitely, if you have a bigger foot, it'll be more snug around your foot right here. But they're really comfortable. However, the one downside to them, in my opinion, is that they're not waterproof. So if you're going to wear these in wet conditions, I would suggest getting a waterproof spray and spraying them down before then, and then they will work really, really well. I've worn these for the past 2 years in the wetter conditions, and they work absolutely amazing. All right, now in the heel, before I move down to the bottom portion of it, in the heel is raised by 10 millimeter, which is to basically give you a bit more speed boost, and that works really, really well. And also the ankle portion, they will wrap around your ankles. They won't get the ankle support like my Under Armour Highlights will, but they would still give you pretty good ankle support, especially if you're a Type 5 player or any forward like I am. All right, now, moving underneath, these bad boys have a total of 8 studs, 6 up front, 2 in the back, and these will give you a really good traction for wet conditions, especially if you're in the scrum and in rucks. They will give you really good traction, and they're really pretty flexible, especially for a forward boot, and they're actually pretty light too, like I said. Other than that, that is pretty much it. This boot is pretty comfortable. Here's the other pair. These are pretty comfortable. There are other ASICS Lethals. As I said in the line, there's a 6-stud design, which the color's a little bit different. Instead of yellow here, it's probably a little silver with a little red outlining on it. That's actually a pretty good boot. Then there's also another 6-stud that's bright blue with a bright yellow underneath. And then there's the white with the bright yellow underneath, which is the more popular version of those boots. And other than that, also they don't have the asymmetrical lacing because, again, they're not a backs boots. They're a forwards boots. These are really good rugby boots. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this and from my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'm Max. I'll see you guys later.